We're going to look at factoring by grouping. We do factoring by grouping when you have a polynomial of four terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, being separated by pluses and minuses, four terms, and yeah, so basically we're going to kind of break this up into two parts and simplify from there. So four groups, when it comes to factoring, I want to split it up into two halves, front, back, first, second, who cares? The first parenthesis, ask yourselves, what do they share? XY, 2x, I see an x in both of them. That's what I want to factor out. What I'm left with, x times what gives me xy? X times y. X times what gives me 2x? Just positive 2. We're trying to undistribute to come up with the answer in black. The next one, 8y and 16, what do they share? They both share the number 8. So I'm going to bring the 8 outside. 8 times what gives me 8y? 8 times y. 8 times what gives me 16? 2. Now, our first goal when we're factoring by grouping is we want to factor the first, factor the second, and our answer in the parentheses has to be the same because that's where we're going to fill in one of these. The other, we're going to create by what we took out. Now, factoring, a factor of something is a number or a term, whatever, something being multiplied by something else to give us an answer. So these two items, these two binomials multiplied together, give us this. They are factors of the original black problem. Let's try it again. This time we're going to be dealing with negatives. So let's break our original problem up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Break it up into two. But this time, be careful. When I do that, I included the negative with the 4. Over here, I didn't include the plus sign. Why? Because even without the plus sign, that 8 is still positive. Over here, I need a sign that's in the middle. Now, if I did that, that negative says I'm going to take the opposite of everything. I don't want that. I want to make sure that I want to make sure that 4 stays negative. But I also need a sign just to say that, hey, we're not multiplying these together. We just kind of like a little placeholder. First group, let's factor out what we share. Do we share a number? Yes. 3 and 15, they both share a 3. But also, do we share a variable? We do. We have a y and a y. Bring that out. Now, let's kind of distribute blindly to see if we can come up with this answer. 3y times what gives us 3xy. The only thing we're missing is the x. Bring it down. 3y times what gives me 15? 5. Next group. 4x and 20, both of them negative. What do we share? We share a negative 4. On the inside, negative 4 times what gives me negative 4x? We're missing x. Negative 4 times what gives me negative 20? Negative positive gives us negative. 4 and 5 gives us 20. Are the parentheses the same? Yes. Now when we rewrite them, we can have multiplication between them. What's the same? Comes down. What we brought out goes in the first one. All right, one more. So factor by grouping, let's parenthesis. What does the first group share? We share an x in both. Good. Bring it down. X times what gives me xy? Y. X times what gives me negative 7x? Minus 7. Second group, what do we share? 7 and 49, we share the number 7. I need a number or a sign, so we put the plus. 7 times what gives me 7y? Y. 7 times what gives me negative 49? We'll say negative 7. Our parentheses are the same. So we keep 1. The first one, we're going to fill in with what we took out. X plus 7. And that is factoring by grouping.